Yeah, that's nice. I can position the mic properly. And where's the kettle to put the kettle on?
At least you have the easy life, isn't it? It's...
I have the easy part. I just sit there. No, I don't have the easy part because I do all the research.
That is true. I will admit I don't do
all
any
the
research.
I do. I'm the brains behind the operation.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I find it funny when I've come in and you've literally just gone, we're talking about this. We're talking about this.
Yeah, I've got lists. I've printed this, printed that, and yeah. So that's my contribution. But when I get here, I like a comfy seat. Take your shoes off, a little rest, and mould into it.
Yeah, it's your way of preparing.
Absolutely. So today on the show, how's the New Year's resolutions going? We are in, I think, week 3 now. So how are you doing? Have you quitted? Have you just given up? Or are you still going strong? So that's what we're going to be talking about, is New Year's resolutions followed by manifesting. What is the difference? And things like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you some little pointers, a bit of practical too. And that's what we're going to be talking about. But around about 12 o'clock, we will have the wonderful, gorgeous Sam Chitterton from Canterbury Spiritual Church.
Ooh la la. Ooh.
I know, I'm really, really excited for someone to come in from the church to come and sit and talk to us. She leads the church in her new role this year.
Okay.
So if you got any questions about spiritual church, about spiritualism, then send me your questions. And also we are taking on some readings. So if you would like a card reading, a photograph reading, then please get in touch either on Radio Faversham, the listeners page on Facebook, or you could contact me on Spiritual Airwaves on Facebook too. So either way, you can get hold of me. There's no excuse. No excuse.
Where's the will, there's a way,
No,
isn't it?
absolutely. So come and join us. The more the merrier. And don't forget, get your questions ready about manifesting, New resolution, and the church.
Yeah, very good.
All like that. In the meantime,
It sounds like you've got a plan.
we have a plan. We always have a plan. It might not work out, but who cares? We go with the flow and the energy.
As Mike Tyson said, a plan's only as good till the first punch.
That's right. Absolutely. I had to sit there and think, what the heck is that got to
It
do
means
with it?
the plan's only as good until it goes wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And if it goes wrong, you make it even better.
Pretty much, as personality.
Absolutely. So at the moment, I'm looking at the window and it's raining and raining.
Honestly, it's amazing because the weather's just turned randomly, isn't it? It's the past 2 or 3 days. It literally has been where the weather's just come from actually bearable to quite rough, isn't it?
It's literally like Noah's Ark out there. I'm sure it's been raining 40 days and 40 nights because that's what it feels like.
That's just how it feels
Look,
like in the UK.
Look, I can see a giraffe going by. Look, he's getting on his nose now. Here we go. Sorry.
You're good, don't worry.
But yeah, it's a bit raining and it's cold, and I think that's another reason why people just give up on their New Year's resolutions as well.
It's because it gets tough.
It
literally is. There's so much to dive into the whole New Year's resolutions, isn't there?
Absolutely.
And it's so fascinating, the mental side of why we give up and why these things that we try and start are so difficult and fail. Yeah.
Yeah, but before we dig deep into it, where have you been since Christmas? Because it's last time was Christmas.
Is this just your segue to make me talk about Japan?
No, that's me talking about Germany. Oh my goodness. I went to Germany. Oh, can you build? I should have played that song.
Which one?
Because I built a snowman in Germany.
I can see if we got it. If you really want me to try and do that, we can try and find the song. But that was a big thing for you. And when you just said about the plan don't when the plan don't go well,
no.
That was a whole holiday where the plan was non-existent.
Yeah,
the plan was not possible.
No, I just wanted a quiet, relaxing time and picked Germany and Holland just because I've not been to Germany before and just wanted a little holiday break. But it ended up being the most wonderful time and an amazing experience, as Germany had not had snow since 16 years ago. 16 years ago they had snow like it, and it was so thick and so deep. It was beautiful. The whole country was beautiful. And I wanted to be a child. My inner child came out and said, play, Tracy. So we and Dad played snowballing.
Yeah.
We threw
I remember seeing videos of
that. We had a winter wonderland walk. I just loved it. It just lit me up, and I'm not really a snowy person. I hate cold and snow. And yeah, that's what I did. So, and I built a snowman. Well, actually I built two, but I'm not being greedy.
Yeah, because obviously, usually on holidays, what you usually do, you usually explore. You and Dad usually explore and go on these massive adventures of random towns and bits like that. The fact you had so much snow, you wasn't able to do any of those adventures. It was just exploring that Hamburg, and that was it.
It was just lovely and quiet.
Yeah, because you know they were told not to go out because the snow was that bad. That's what's quite funny.
I wandered around in this field, and I was like, where is everybody? The roads were, you know, this is an amazing city. You know, it's very, very busy, and it was really, really quiet. And no one was, you know, walking in the parks. And when we got back to the ship, we were told the government had told everyone to stay indoors. I didn't get the memo.
No.
Sorry, didn't get the memo.
End of the day, you know, usually stuff like that pops up on your phone, doesn't it? It gives you a warning, doesn't it?
Yeah, we didn't get that either.
No, the fact it didn't. So, but hear me out. Was it nice to release that in the child? Because I know that's something obviously a lot of us struggle to do.
I did. I might be 54, but I was like, yeah, I can still do it. My achy bones, my arthritis. But it's just experience.
Yeah, it's just fascinating because in therapy we're told to, you know, nurture that inner child part, that our 8-year-old self. So it's kind of fascinating that you unlocked that.
Well, we don't have snow, do we? I mean, proper snow. I'm talking 10 inches.
You
snow.
sounded such an old person.
But we don't have snow like we used to. I'm sorry.
Back in my day.
I'm not kidding you. We don't have it. No, we get rain.
Yeah, it's hard to say, right, we don't really get heavy snow, but then again, we're not a country do we have that, and
well, we used to in the 80s and the 70s.
Kind of, but then again, if you really care that much, go to a place with snow.
I
Go skiing in Scotland.
Honestly, I didn't think I would like snow, but I did.
I think it's all about context.
Yeah.
I think snow is a neutral thing. Snow's just snow. But if you're on your way to work, snow's living hell. Absolutely the same. I've had that before.
And if you're on holiday, make it as you want.
Oh, if you're on holiday, snow's the best thing in the world.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
context, isn't it?
It's true. So while I was in Northern Europe, you were in Asia.
That's right, I was on a completely different continent.
You were having a nice time of your life.
I honestly did. It's I wonder how much of this is like a quarter life crisis, because it was the mindset. Yeah, well, that is. They are looking into it. It is a thing. And with a 30-year-old, you know, my 30th birthday coming up, you know, it's very like.
Yeah, getting old now.
I'm really.
Got a big.
But I was able to kind of go to Japan by myself, and it sounds small, but that is a huge, huge deal. When you're spending time by yourself, especially when you're suffered massively with mental health issues. For a long period of time, I couldn't be left alone with my own thoughts. That was very dangerous.
Yeah.
I think that's why I always have music and always, you know,
distraction.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, when you sit with yourself for a while, like meditation, you know, it can get very difficult. So for me to do that for 2 weeks, because in a country where I don't speak the language, you can't do the massive conversations like we have on the radio show or like the country with Dad. But
asking for directions and things like that.
Exactly, you're very limited in those sort of situations. So it was a big step for me to do that, because I've only travelled to Belgium solo.
Yes.
And I met someone at the other end.
Yeah, this time.
Exactly. So the whole goal of that was because I wanted to break down a lot of mental health stuff. I wanted to focus on myself and give myself opportunity to grow, while also competing in the Tokyo New Year half marathon. That's
racing in Tokyo, amazing.
Exactly, in a pretty massive professional running event, and that was a big deal for me, because in a way you could have classed that as a New Year's resolution.
Yes.
That I picked out in July.
Yep. Well, why not?
You know, it's, you know, sticking a New Year's resolution when it's not New Year. I think that's just part of life,
No, but I think
which
it's
I
a way
think
to set
which
it off, isn't it?
it is. I think it's
Planning before.
oh yeah, it's creating the steps and foundations to do that,
Yeah.
and realizing, that New Year's resolutions don't always have to be New Year, and I think we're going to come into that
Yeah.
later on. But it is just about chapters in your life.
Yeah.
A chapter for me was when we left Japan. I started my next chapter of Silverstone and Tokyo half marathons. Now I'm in the next chapter, and I'm like, what the heck's gone on? I'm now, what is this next chapter? Where am I meant to go? How am I meant to? It's so scary coming back, but I was in absolute bliss, and when I was in Japan, I absolutely loved the place with a passion.
So that's given you the catalytic boof for 2026.
Oh, 100%. I've started. It's amazing because I've started 2026 on the best way possible. I've done the red flight foot, and now it's like I've got another 11 months to do now. It's just very scary.
And that's one of the things I do every year.
Yeah.
On New Year's Day, probably people hang over and everyone's tired, and you've been up until 12 o'clock at night to bring the new year in, and party. And there is something that says the day you spend New Year's Day, how you spend it, sets the theme for the whole year.
Okay.
So if you're hangovered and drunk, that's it. That's your year.
I can see where they're coming from. It's like but it's.
So with me, for the last few years, on the New Year's Day, I do something meaningful for me, something spiritual, something that's going to shake me and
I understand
set the theme. So I spent mine in a Buddhist retreat in London.
That's right. So, and I thought that's quite a cool little thing you did there. That's really interesting.
It was so lovely. It really was. But I just wanted something for myself to go inward.
Yeah. But I think that's where that phrase comes from, what you just said there. And that's why I kind of wanted to sit with it for a second. And it is literally, how seriously do you take this New Year thing? If you are partying and getting drunk, there's no offence to that. It's each to their own.
Party on.
But additionally, if you want to focus on these big goals, focus on the things, it's about setting those foundations. And what you're doing there, working inward, is setting a foundation of like, okay, this is where I'm at. This is what I want to do. It's building blocks.
And I planned all these before.
Yes.
So I always plan, what I'm going to do for New Year, how I want my New Year's Day going to be, and how I'm going to start off, which is why I booked the cruise, because I just needed some quiet and chilled out time. So if you haven't done your New Year's resolution, okay, do it now. Yeah. Do it whenever you feel.
Like I say, I think it's just about doing it when you want to change. Just do it as and when you feel like. Like I say, I came back from Japan, started my next chapter, and that's kind of where New Year's resolution, in a weird way.
Yeah.
And it set the foundations for 2026, and now I can now run pretty much any running race I fancy. I can now travel to anywhere I want. I've unlocked a massive big part of myself from doing that.
Opening up the floodgates for 2026. So we're going to be talking a bit more about that, about New Year's resolutions. But in the meantime, we're going to put one of David's songs, because he wants a bit of celebration. Something to get him going.
Well, it's a song that inspires me, to be fair. It's one of the songs that I heard from Formula One, and I remember chasing this song for so many years. I heard this in 2009. I only found out about it a couple of years later, and it's a song that really gets me buzzed up, gets me hyped up, along with Everyone Wants to Rule the World, hypes me up for stuff I get into. Song. This is one of those other songs, and this is a song that means a lot to me, to be fair.
Okay.
So it's a nice celebration of that.
What is it called, and what is it?
It's My Chemical Romance's Welcome to the Black Parade.
Black Parade, here we go. Lovely. But remember the times, it's all buggered up, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Because we started early.
By about a minute or two. We'll be able to catch up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, That's a bit of a dramatic end.
It's a very
isn't it?
dramatic song, but
The end.
boom.
Boom.
I always like the start
Boom.
because it's just a couple of notes, but you hear that piano music, ding, 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 and you automatically know the rest of the song. That's it. It's just
amazing.
I love the power of that song, and especially when I'm coming into a new chapter, I find it amazing because it's a song about death, and I think it's nice when you kind of grieving of a good part of your old self, and when you enter a new chapter, you're going, that's my old self, and that's kind of where I'm coming into stuff, and that's why I like. That's why we wanted that song. So
and this is what we're going to be talking about.
Exactly.
So let's start from the beginning, shall we? Okay. How did New Year resolutions start? Ooh.
How did they start?
So some say it could come from the pagan festival of Imbolc,
Okay.
which is between the 1st and 2nd of February, which is something I would prefer to do my New Year's resolutions, is between the 1st and 2nd, which is also known as St. Bridget's Day. So it's the halfway point between the solstice.
Okay.
So we've just had the 21st of December, which is winter solstice, which is where we have the longest day.
Okay.
So this is the halfway point of like things are now coming back to life. We start seeing things appearing. Snowdrops will start coming. And
That's how it's
through.
meant to work. Okay, yeah.
And it's all about during the winter. It's about the darkness. It's about hiding. It's about restoring your energy and finding your inner peace.
Yeah.
And it's they call it in Bach. It's about in the belly. It's about what are you creating.
Okay.
So like pretend you're a pregnant woman and you're creating life.
Yeah.
But all you're doing is manifesting it and feeding in it.
It's the idea you're creating, and I think that's quite a very powerful thing. Universe is you create your universe. So that's
and that's what in Bach is all about. Is creating something.
okay.
And you're starting to see a slight difference. So you're slightly seeing that it's getting warmer. You're seeing a new life coming appearing. And that's what the pagans celebrate is, wow, it's going to get warmer. And then the normal feasts and bonfires and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a celebration of the return of the light, of hope, purification. Because you've got to remember, all those years ago, they were relying on the sun and the moon and the weather and things like that. So traditionally, that's how pagans do. And they make St. Bridget. That's
obviously just during their festivities and
people
the solstices as is.
Yeah, and that's why people will use this time in January of crazy Christmas, because the last thing you want to do is make a decision in crazy Christmas. I want to lose weight. I want to do this. I want to go to the gym.
In theory, it's in January is when you're sitting yourself most because nothing's going on.
Exactly.
So it makes a lot more sense. It's actually you're sitting down with yourself. The New Year's already started.
Yeah, and in the darkness.
Everything's cold, dark. I think in the cold and dark, you kind of find out a lot more about yourself than you realise.
Exactly, and you do feel a bit like, what should I do? What's my new year going to be? What do I want to achieve? Think about it before jumping in on the first, going, that's it, no food, no drink.
Well, the thing is, it's so easy during the hypervet thing. When you've got high energy around you, I find everyone bounces off that.
Exactly.
And like you say with Christmas bits, everyone's celebrating, everyone's high energy, everything's on it. It's
it's like dry, and we get dry January.
Yeah, honestly, I find it fascinating. So many people do the dry January because it's one of the toughest times to do it.
It's the worst time to do it because you're just binge drinking.
You've just been binge drinking, yes, but then you go completely to zero. That's the harshness, I think.
Yeah, so that's where people find it hard. It's like boom, boom.
Yeah, you can't go from something to completely nothing immediately and think it's got. It's some people can. I understand some people can, but I know a lot of people can't, and that's the main majority.
I did mine last year in December.
Did you?
Yeah, 3 weeks before Christmas.
What, you stopped drinking?
Yeah, I did.
That's what I was trying to work out. Because we talk about drinking. I ain't drunk since July.
Yeah, no, I'm not drinking, but started my diet and my exercise.
Oh, okay.
That's when I started my swimming.
Yeah.
Which developed into outdoor swimming.
Yeah.
I didn't go, I want to do outdoor swimming. I went, I'm going to start indoor.
Is that maybe just where you kind of let your life decide? And it's just repercussions.
I think it's just letting the energy and flow with what's right for you, and you know, and going in with your own emotions, because we change all the time.
That's correct.
I'm a different person in December.
Yeah.
I'm a different person yesterday. So why make the decision on this day?
Yeah, that it's going to be that exact way.
You know, and then new opportunities open, new doors will open because you're starting to feel more positive.
Yeah.
Or feeling a bit more like happy.
It's about really getting in tune with yourself.
Exactly, and I think then that's what you do. You don't set on one goal.
Yeah.
You know, there will be many milestones along the way. That's just life, isn't it?
It is about the flow state and bits like that. But then again, having that big goal, I think it's important to have the goals to give you direction.
Yeah.
But it is not the end all be all. A lot of people talk about how the journey is the more important part anyway.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Exactly my point. For me, I know I'm going to keep bringing it up, but Tokyo Half Marathon, it was a journey towards that for the past half a year. How important that was, like, and how much I changed during that time, and the repercussions of that, the side quests that I took upon doing that, you know.
So New Year's resolution started over 4,000 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
It's a long time.
2000 BC.
Who?
2000 BC.
Is that before Christ?
Yeah.
Oh, well, so before Jesus was born, 4,000 years ago, with the ancient Babylons. Babylons? Did I say it right?
The Babylonians.
That's the one. Thank you very much. Who made promises to their god during a 12-day spring festival called Akadu to repay debts and return borrowed items.
Yeah.
Hoping for favour in the new year. A tradition later adopted and adapted by the Romans and medieval kings, evolving into modern self-improvement goals.
Okay.
So what we should be doing is returning back anything we've borrowed.
Yeah.
If you can remember.
It's kind of like the start of New Year fresh, yeah?
Okay, and the Babylonian, what are they called?
Babylonians.
Yeah. Celebrate the new year in mid-March.
Okay.
March. So pagans are in February, they are in March.
Okay.
And they promise to God that's what they believe. Their vows is to pay debts, return goods, and hope for a good new year. So it's like an exchange.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. It's goodbye last year, hello this year.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I think that's where that tradition's coming. The Romans were influenced by Janus, which is probably January.
Yeah.
And the Romans honour Janus, who is a two-faced god of beginnings and endings. So if you look at him, he's got two faces.
Yeah.
Not that he's two-faced. But if you have a look, he has a face looking at behind and a face looking forward, which also represents new beginnings and leaving the past behind.
Yeah.
And they made promises to him, making the shift towards January the 1st as the new year.
Okay.
So they would celebrate Janus.
Yeah.
Okay. And in medieval times, that it's known as peacock vows.
Okay. I've not heard that one.
And that's during Christmas, pledging chivalry and valour. There you go.
Charity and valour. Okay, yeah.
But it seems like, again, the early Christians practiced and changed it into an idea of the new year.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it's been changed throughout the year.
It's been changed so much, and once again, the Roman influence, especially with the Roman calendar, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, which is January. So if you have failed, don't you worry. Why don't you do the Mbokwe, the 1st or 2nd of February? Fail again? Let's go to March.
Do you think there's more advantage during February or March? In
I
yourself?
think so.
You
I think it's easier.
Fair game. But like, yeah, I kind of see a lot more advantage of that in terms of it gives you the time to actually sit with the energy, work out plans and bits like that. It's,
or
it's
research.
Yeah.
You know, it's like talking to people and getting somebody to give you some accountability and things like that, which we'll be talking a bit later. But
it's all about habit forming, isn't it?
Yeah, but what is, this to break it down, what is the difference between New Year's resolution or manifest? People get a bit confused by this.
I know the difference, but I'm trying to think how to
put it, isn't it?
That's the difference. It's how do you put it into the words? And...
So, a New Year's resolution
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the thing we might get confused with, you know, with the listeners as well, is do you want to manifest something, or are you going to have a New Year's resolution? Okay.
Yeah.
So New Year's resolution is a contract
Okay.
with yourself to change a behaviour.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give up this, or I'm going to give up this, or I'm going to put this involved. You know what I mean? So you're telling yourself contractually,
yeah,
right, Trace, you're not going to eat another donut. No. Or what?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They are often future-focused, external, emphasising metrics like or saving something. You might say, I want to save £10,000, or you want to exercise 5 times a week. So these are rigid contracts.
Yeah.
This is set in stone. This is, I'm going to do this.
They're more habits, though. All the ones you said, it's all like setting habits of you, what you want.
Yeah, but you're
yourself.
contracting yourself.
Yeah.
So, so it's a firm decision to do or not to do something. And like you say, is a specific action of stopping behaviours.
Yeah.
Or starting behaviours. Yeah. They can be, you know, you can be harsh on yourself when you do New Year's resolutions, because you're making judgment on yourself.
Yeah.
As well. Okay.
That's right.
So you're saying, look, I'm fat, or I'm putting on weight. I'm so bad, I need to fix myself.
Okay.
You know, oh, I need, you know, I'm really lazy. I need to get some exercise.
It's very focused on,
You know, but don't be harsh on yourself. Change the wording.
Yeah. I think more harsh on yourself can be such a negative thing.
Yeah. And a lot of reasons many fail because the deep belief of a clear why. So instead of going, oh, I've got to lose weight, is I need to lose weight so I can feel happy, or I feel myself, or I'm going to feel more healthy.
Yeah.
It's changing the wording.
Yeah.
So that
words is actually very, very powerful. I think
it really is, and we talk to ourselves quite badly.
So if I deep dive into my, a lot of the therapy stuff that I've learned, a lot of the subconscious is obviously like your 8-year-old self, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm thinking it's gone. So when you're trying to change these habits or bits, being harsh on yourself is really just shouting at your 8-year-old self for doing what it's done for so long. You know.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of like that. Is how would you talk to your 8-year-old self? Would you be like, look, we're gonna go do this. We're gonna
come on now.
Yeah. Come on now. Look, that wasn't very good, was it?
No.
Shall we try and do this now?
Yeah.
And it's not more like rather than what a dumbass. You know.
Or like, well, you're not doing very well, are you?
Yeah.
You've just ate the donut.
And you know how I've been very harsh on myself for such a long time.
Yeah.
I'm very harsh on myself as a person, and so, and we saw how short term got very good results. Long term, it did sabotage me in many ways.
Yeah.
So I think learning the kindness thing is a very important part.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially when it's through resolutions or manifesting things.
I've learned that a lot last year.
Yes.
A lot last year. I've been dieting up and down. You tell me. I've been to every diet club.
You've done every diet going.
And every time I see my friends, it's all about diet, or I need to lose a bit of weight. It's just the thing. You know what I mean? And like you say, I was really harsh on myself. And what I did was not make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
I didn't make a big deal. That's for me, I just went, just started losing weight, exercise.
To be fair, that comes back.
Be nice to myself.
To be fair, that comes back down to the why. You said about like your friends. How many people do you think do losing weight, and it's more of a hobby than a reason why? If that makes sense.
Go with your friends. It's like a
let's all lose weight together and look sexy.
And then a competition comes in, and I hate it. And I hate sitting in when you're in the when you go to a diet club and they go, oh, and Tracy's put 1 pound on.
Yeah, so it's back
and then, and you've lost 3 pounds, and you think,
yeah.
And then I remember one time I went there, and I got on the scales and I put weight on, okay, and I went, I had a bad weight, I've had a bad week, and the lady she looked at the scales and went, yes, I can tell. I thought, you cheeky little. It's not funny, but do you know what? She kicked me up the bum, and the following week I did lose weight. So you know, that's for me,
Yeah,
not for
yeah,
everybody else. This is just for me. But anyway,
You know, that can work in a lot of ways. I think that's you know, why I've done a little bit of research on so many different things, but why a lot of the Japanese don't break the rules as such is because of, like you just said there, about the shame.
yeah.
That you got the people judging you,
Yeah.
looking at you, how dare you, how
Oh,
dare you, and that
yeah.
is, and it works. I'm not saying it's a constructive way, but it's one
Yeah.
that has worked for many people. You know, that's funny though.
So let's go into manifesting.
Yeah.
The definition is making something evident or clear through belief, motion, and energy, and bringing it something into reality.
Okay.
Okay. So this practice involves making a goal by acting and thinking as if it's coming true. And instead of trying to do things, you aim to be. So I want to be.
Yeah.
You know, so you have a sort of like a vision, don't you, of in 12 months' time, I know what I want to look like, I want to know how I'll feel, I know what sort of job I want.
Yeah.
You're manifesting, you're creating.
Yeah, that's right. You're forming, you're imaging, picturing what you want to be.
Exactly.
And what, you know, the feeling side more so than anything.
So it sort of like centres on the belief in internal alignment and visualising the goal as if it's already achieved.
I know a lot of people hate this term when you talk about it to therapists and bits like that, but it is a fake it till you make it. It's the one we all understand and know.
Yeah, and that's, you know.
If you believe you've already got it, you will receive it.
Yeah,
because you've already got it. It's a weird little paradoxical
I think
sort of thing.
It's like having a goal in front of you of like, and you write it, either you're writing it down, you're journaling, you're vision boarding, you're whatever.
Yeah.
But you're creating something that you want to achieve and feeling it and going with that feeling.
It's more the feeling. I think because we're human, we are very feely creatures, and we are so driven by emotions and feelings. You look at the power of love. You know how much love has such a power in our lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
That people do some crazy things, but that is the power of emotions. So if you can, for manifesting stuff like that, yeah.
So that's the difference. So we're going to go back into it in a bit more detail. So if you've got any questions on manifesting or on New Year's resolutions, now we've given you the difference. Which one would you prefer? Which one you're going to do? Are you going to do both? Because you've got to do both. It lines together, doesn't it? So we're going to play our next song, which is Tracy Chapman, and it's called Fast Car.
Yeah.
And that's all about, trying to live the dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
Give it a go.
I honestly liked it. It's nice.
Yeah.
Like when you get the message behind the song, it's really, really nice and beautiful.
Like most songs, isn't it? You really need to get into it and listen.
There's a story to these, a lot of good songs.
So we're going to go back into manifesting and about New Year's resolutions. But I want to share a couple of little fun stories.
Well, one thing you haven't shared, what is your manifestation thing you're manifesting, or your New Year's resolution? You haven't actually said.
I haven't done it yet. It's 1st and 2nd of February.
Oh, okay, fine. No. It's just that we talk about them, but we've not actually mentioned ours, have we? It surprised me I hadn't.
So for me, I think is to continue
Yeah.
with the work I've done from 2025.
Okay.
With more confidence. I mean, last year just blew my mind.
So this is more like 2025.5 or version 2, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I literally ticked so many goals last year, you know. I did a lot of things on my own, like you.
Yeah.
I went swimming on my own, I lost weight on my own. I did my new calendar, which was a huge
That was
experience.
A big deal. That's been a big part of you.
Oh gosh, I would never ever done that, in my life, if it wasn't for the confidence I'd done.
That's correct.
And it was also doing outdoor swimming. I also did the Boxing Day dip on my own.
That's right.
So I did everything on my own because I didn't want to rely on people anymore.
No.
Which I always do. Oh, come with me. I'll do this with me.
No,
I wanted to do it myself.
I mean, we've discussed that in private before, like, where you have then to lot on other people to do these things, and it is such a difficult thing to learn to do things by yourself.
Yeah.
So the fact you've been doing that is that manifestation.
Yeah.
Because it's a feeling thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Absolutely.
You're trying to feel.
building something. So if I think for mine is manifesting something more stronger with me, you know, believing in myself, which then goes on to being contacted by an international book.
That's right.
Who wants me to write a chapter in this book, and the money is raised for children's.
That's gonna be a cool part.
Children's home.
It's cool thing to be a part of that.
Yeah, so I've got to write that, and it's all about believing myself. So I'm going to be releasing some secrets from my past. So I think this year is to embrace that. And I think I've got another book coming out as well. So but I had to go through 2025 to do 2026 books.
It's the foundations. 2025 is the foundation year.
So I suppose 2025 is foundations, and then 2026 is put it in place.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's very cool.
Well, thank you.
That's nice.
But as I said, that's just rebuilding and get myself a little adjusted, you know, feeling comfortable before putting it all in place.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, that's cool.
What's yours? More vases.
So when I was in the Sky Tree, this is a small story, but it will make a lot of sense towards the end. It comes back to the reason why for a lot of things as well. Is up on the Sky Tree, you had to make a wish. There's a nice little wishing thing, and I had a little sit and think about it, and it really sums up my year, how I want 2026 to be, and my journey of mental health is, and it's a phrase that I use while I run, is be strong. That's all it is, and that is all that my manifestation for this year is, and my New Year's resolution is be strong, and that sums it to. If you expand on that, it literally is, I want to be strong mentally, physically, and emotionally, if that makes sense. I want to be a strong self, which is like, that's my vision of how I want to be.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like every year I've been doing a spiritual journey.
That's right.
So this is something you can all do, which is a really, really, honestly, it's an amazing experience to do, is create a photo album or a journal or something, but with photos or pictures.
Scrapbooking. With your photos, yes.
With your photos. So I start mine with like photos of all the good things I've done.
Yeah.
The things that have lifted me up, things that made me positive, things that I found, like a feather or coin or something really lovely. And I
stuff that matters to you.
Yeah, and I stick it in my journal.
Yeah.
And just build on to that. But I always have a word. So a word.
Okay.
To what you're going to be the year from. So like last year, mine was challenges. And I think the year before that was fears. And the year before that was healing.
I didn't know much about this. I didn't know anything about this. It's kind of like, so you pick a word to theme the year.
Yeah.
Because I know Dad mentioned something to me about it. It's like, about picking one word for the year. And I thought, well, that's quite handy, because up on the Sky Tree, on the ribbon, I put be strong. But when you tie the ribbon on, you lose the word be and it just says strong.
So your year for this year will be strong.
That is it, yeah.
That's it.
That's it. That's why. So it's weird it's worked out like that, you know?
Try not to overthink it, okay? So it's like, just closing your eyes and either ask your inner self or spirit or whatever you want to, what is your word, one word that's going to be significant you're going to be carrying on?
Yeah.
And like I said, I've had fear. I had to face my fears.
That's right.
That would have been last year. Challenges and healing, and I think my healing started 4 years ago. Yeah. And I strongly believe if it wasn't for that year of 2022 of healing, I wouldn't have been here.
Yeah, I could do that.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So healing has then gone from healing to fears to challenges. Do you know what I mean? And you start seeing
a pattern.
Actually, I'm going on.
Yeah.
So I haven't got my word for this year. I feel like it's more confidence.
Okay.
My word, confidence.
You want to go into your confidence, and that's
you know what I mean. Now that I've done my hard work, I can do this. I can stand up strong.
Yeah.
And go. I'm confident now that when I stand on platform, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to trust.
Because that's been a big thing, is when we discuss, when you've been very nervous about a lot of these shows and bits, and a lot of nervousness about things, there have been challenges. But it's amazing how a catalyst from 2022 changes you that long, because I think at a similar time my brain started going a bit haywire.
Yep.
I think it's fair to say, and you could. It's amazing, these things do take years to fix, but you can see the results, and you at the end of these journeys,
and there is a story I want to share with you of a man who prayed every day to win the lottery.
Okay.
Until finally a voice from the heavens said, "Look, meet me halfway. Go and buy a ticket."
Respect.
Yeah. And it's true, isn't it? I want to do that, I want to do this. Well, actually, you've got to start it.
Yeah.
You've got to put that first foot forward, that leap of faith. And you've got to make the work. And I say that to people when they go, "Oh, I want a house. Oh, I want this." And I go, "Well, you've got to start looking."
It's like that.
It's not going to slap you in the face.
It's like that podcast I sent you. The guy on it, I can't remember the guy's name, but I love what he said. Is it's all like support yourself, doing I'm amazing, you're doing all the manifestation thing, but you actually have to do the work. That's the thing.
You got to look, so you can be guided. You can, you can see things more. We'll go back on that because you've got something really interesting on that one.
That's right. Yeah.
But manifesting isn't about wishing on a star, demanding things from the universe. It's not. It's not like, I put my little machine in my celestial vending machine. Go, "Hi, today I want this." Because the universe is going to come back and go, "Well, hello."
Yeah.
Are you
actually serious?
What's your part in all this? You know what I mean? So it's all about alignment, and it's about clearing out the old and getting our mindset. Yeah. And I remember my good friend Jill, Jill Larkin, and she's one of my teachers, and she said to me that she manifested her house.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I want a bungalow, I want it in this town, I want 3 bedrooms, I want a garden. And she told me she manifested exactly
and
what she wanted.
You hear stories like that, and they're amazing, aren't they? I love them. Yeah.
So she said, "I got it."
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've got the house in the area, big garden, 3 bedrooms, loved it.
Yeah, she knew specifically what she wanted, and she got it. Yeah.
But there is not many storage cupboards. There is not many kitchen cupboards, so she's got nowhere to store anything. So she said, "I missed that on the list."
Yeah.
So you've got to be really specific what you want, because the universe went, "Well, you wanted it, here it is."
Yeah.
I forgot the cupboards.
Love that. That's a great story.
And that is a true story from my friend Jill, and she wouldn't mind me sharing. So that's and I wanted to just want to give you this one. There was a woman who decided this was the year she was finally master the mindfulness. She bought the cushion, the incense, and the silky robes. On January 1st, she sat down, closed her eyes, and reached for total inner peace. 2 minutes later, her neighbour started using a leaf blower.
Yeah.
Her cat decided her head was a launching pad. And her leg went completely numb. She opened one eye and signed, "Well, I've manifested a very realistic lesson in patience."
Yeah. Love it.
So that was her lesson.
That's how the universe works, though.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of times you see that online is you ask for something, you ask life for patience, and it will test it. And it will give you the opportunity to learn these things.
I had that one. I wanted to learn patience.
Yeah.
6 years. 6 years to get what I want.
And what did you get? But it took 6 years.
I had to learn patience because I was not trusting the universe what I asked for.
Yeah. And I was like that for ages.
It's like, no, still waiting for you to change your mind, still waiting for you to actually mean it, not a flipsy flopsy.
Life doesn't give you what you want, life gives what you need
exactly.
to get what you want.
And it's really annoying. Okay, so we're going to go into another song, and then we go a little bit deeper, and we're going to play U2 of "I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For."
Oh, nice.
And I like that song.
Go for it.
Yeah, you listen to it, it's good.
Yep.
Wow, that brought back my childhood.
Did it really?
Yeah, good old U2. Yeah. I like U2.
I've never heard. I've heard the song before. You know when you hear a song but you don't actually know the name?
It's probably about 40 years old, isn't it? Okay, so we've got some little questions, okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the questions. Go on, what's
Here
the
we go.
questions?
So the first one is, I'm 50 and I feel like it's too late to manifest a new career. Am I just kidding myself? No.
No.
I'm 54 and I've still got a new life.
That's the thing is, I know a story about the Colonel, the guy who became KFC. He was in his 60s when he made it.
There you go.
Or who's the guy who always plays God in Morgan Freeman? He was in his
I
60s
love
when
him.
he decided to become an actor. We love the voice, but he's iconic. You're never too late for these changes in life. I think you can create some major life shifts.
And we do. We change.
Yeah.
You know, especially for me, because I'm not so much of a mum. You know,
To be fair,
that sounds horrible, doesn't it?
if you look at the biological sense, all our cells change every 7 years.
Because we're like a snake.
We are basically. Every 7 years, you're a completely new person biologically. So
there you go.
It doesn't surprise you if you know.
Okay, so spiritual growth doesn't have an expiry date. It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't.
We
No.
just keep going and going
Yeah.
and going, and it takes years to bloom. There
Yeah,
you
I can
go.
believe that. Just got to be patient. Yeah, it takes. Yeah.
And 50 years is not lost time. They're your rich soil, so you're planting now. So it's even better because you've got the golden years. You already know what you want, what you need, and what you've been.
Yeah.
You know, we've got experience.
You've got the lessons.
We have. And it always, like I say to you, you might be getting 30, but you can change your career any time you want.
That is very true.
You can move out any time you want. I'm joking.
That's a hint and a half, isn't it? I think someone's learnt the lesson of sarcasm and subtle hints.
Well, if you was my mum, when you got to 18, it was like, you should be leaving home now. When are you going to leave home? And then you leave home. When are you going to get married?
Yeah.
When are you going to have a baby?
Yes, you skimmed over that one. That's,
it's expectations. So
your expectations was get me out of the house first.
I mean, really sort of, this question. Should I manifest exactly what I want, like a specific car, or just a feeling of being successful?
I think you gain more from the feeling.
Absolutely.
I think you're going to get a lot more rewards if you feel like you've already got the new fancy car, like, a sexy Ferrari.
No.
You may get a little Mazda, but you know what? You feel like a badass, and I think that's a good way of approaching life. It's that amazing feeling you can have.
Yeah, so get the feeling of like being in a car, how that car's going to make you feel, and then build on the details.
Yeah.
A little bit, and you might get a spiritual surprise. You might get the Ferrari.
But also, you kind of form the habits. In my life coaching, she said about doing a 10-year. Where do I want to be in 10 years?
Yeah.
And it's amazing because even back then, I already knew 10 years in the future, I'm going to have 1 million medals. I've got pictures of me and my successes and bits like that. And I started running because I was in that feeling of like, well, if I was in my flat in 10 years' time and I want to feel physically amazing and do all these amazing things, subconsciously,
funny,
I end up going down that route anyway. So I think you can chase the feeling and the habits form after
and
that.
that is quite strange because in 2017, that's a long time ago, a gorgeous friend Maria, I went to see her and she told me that I was going to work on platform and she gave me my name, Comedian Medium, and I laughed at her and went, it's not going to happen, no.
But the seed
and then
formed.
she put the seed in,
Yeah.
and then literally I started manifesting that I was going to be on platform. I was teaching. I was going to do it.
You was thinking about in the feeling of like, I feel like a bit of celebrity up here on the stage.
Actually, that's quite nice, but that's taken me near enough 99 years to get to that stage. So
So nearly 10 years. That's a wow.
Yeah, and that's the question of somebody saying, I've been setting intention for months and months and nothing is happening. What am I doing wrong? Well, it's not going to come wang bang and smack you in the face.
Yeah, it doesn't happen within the week.
Do you know what I mean? And what I want to say, it's like manifesting in a slow cooker.
Yeah.
Or a microwave, it's a very slow process. And, and it's all about preparation and moulding and things like that.
Yeah, but I feel I'm a strong believer your habits will get you that direction.
Yeah, and it's a slow thing.
Yeah, the more you look into habits, the more that you're going to achieve the things that you want to achieve.
And I'm really bad at changing my mind.
Yeah.
I change my mind. 1 minute I want this, 1 minute I want that.
If you keep changing your mind, you're not got. They don't know how. By the time they get one,
my spirit guys sit there and go, "Oh, what's she want now? oh, she's changed her mind. Oh
Yeah.
God, she wanted this, now she wants that.
At least I
mean,
know where I
come
get it from.
on, you know. And I say that so many times to people that come into me. The reason you're not getting what you want is because you're not manifesting properly.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just go, oh, I just want a house. So they give you a house. It could be one of those Lego models.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
know?
you've got to be specific, and yeah, I get you saying.
So the interesting story, the Chinese bamboo tree stories.
Okay.
You water it for years. This bamboo tree,
Mhm.
you just continue to constantly watering with no growth.
Mhm.
In the 5th year, it grows 80 feet in 6 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Was it growing the whole time, or was it a little seed going, yeah, not today? Oh, not today. Don't feel like it.
It's obviously growing to an extent.
It was growing roots.
Yeah.
For the foundations.
Very true. Yes.
Yeah. So look at that story.
So it was 5 years of growing roots for the foundations, and this has been a big thing of what we spoke. I keep mentioning it's the foundations, which I didn't realise, but it is building the foundations so that when it did shoot up, it can handle it.
It just went woof.
It was never going to be as tall unless it had the good base.
Yeah. So there we go. So if you look at the Chinese bamboo tree, look at your microwave. Ding.
Microwaves are quick. You're thinking slow cooker.
That's the one. I told you I keep changing my mind.
Yeah, carry on next.
Okay. So to start with your New Year's resolution and your goal, we were talking about the word.
Yeah.
Have anyone got a good word?
So my one was strong. Mine was strong.
You got a word? Oh.
Mine was strong. Your one's challenges
No.
for last year.
Confident.
Confidence.
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 It's probably going to
confidence.
change. That might be my microwave moment.
Last year was challenge for you. This year's confidence.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
So get yourself a word. Stick it everywhere you want. Get yourself a nice vision board. We all like a vision board.
Yeah. Oh,
But
vision
there's
boards
something
were
I was
nice.
going to talk to you about.
Yes, I can't remember what it was.
Right, yeah. So like when we manifesting,
Yeah.
and we put it out there, you know, like when you buy a yellow car,
Yeah.
you see nothing but yellow cars, don't you?
Oh yes.
And then when you see, like, you know, you buy a Honda.
Yeah.
No, I haven't been sponsored by Honda, but anyway, if you want to, you can. But you see so many cars.
That's correct.
Why? Why?
So
Why?
this is a big part of mental health, and especially with people with depression is, and I know this because I've been there, is when you want to find something subconsciously, you will find it. So when I say about looking for, if you could do this in your room now, if I tell you to go look at the room and tell me 5 things that, you know, look for all the things that are red. Find all the red things.
Red.
Yeah. And once you've done that, tell me what things were yellow. You will never stop not seeing any yellow, and it's about focus and the focal point. And when you're, let's say, in depressive energy like I was, I found the reasons to be depressed, and you don't realise the external outside things that you're missing. The brain goes through millions and millions of faults, and it has to pick up what the important ones are. And if it's something that is important to you, it will put the focal point on that, and then you'll start seeing more opportunities to do with that. So, for example, for me, it wants to specialise more in mental health. You know, that's a career path that I'd like to look at. All of a sudden, I get an email. We're looking for people that want to coach at work about mental health things. Okay, cool. There you go. I would have missed that if I wasn't.
So this opportunity comes in.
Opportunities come in. And I think
the door opens.
Exactly. I think opportunities are all around you at all times to better yourself and do all that. But you need the focus, and it is specifically in situations like that where it's, you know, psychology-wise, you're picking out that's important. So I need to look for these opportunities. With my running, same thing.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's
So
important.
that's why you have to have a positive mindset, because if you put something bad in it,
Yeah.
or say I'm no good,
Which if you're in the right energy, and if you're going, I'm going to do the fake it till I make it, I'm this amazing runner, all of a sudden all these races appear that I can enter because
that's
I'm
a
the
challenge
professional
of
runner.
like the universe going,
Are you serious?
are you going serious?
Yeah.
Come on, baby, let's see if you want to do it. And if you go no, they go, yeah, you're not ready.
Yeah. It's, you got to, if you want something, you do got to put, I'm trying to think how to say it without using the poor phrasing I usually use, but you've got to put your neck on the line. You've actually got to do it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the important part, is the do it part.
So there we go. That's the importance of changing your mindset. So getting you on your journey is, like I said, a new spiritual journey book.
Yeah.
Or look back at your photos from last year.
Oh, looking back stuff, that works so well.
Look back and you'll see there is some great stuff that you've done.
Oh, God, yeah. You know
Great
what?
stuff.
I was listening to a podcast by Mel Robbins, and she does a 12 question thing, and she created a little workbook there.
Yeah.
And it's gone through your camera roll. And,
Yeah.
you know, the camera roll, if you doom scroll your camera roll, the...
Things about emotions, doesn't
yeah,
it?
the emotion side and the healing side of your brain actually relates to having like a warm bath.
Yeah.
It's that same sort of, and it's just going through that. But when you start going through month for month for month of what was
And
good, what was
memories
bad,
and things, yeah.
all of a sudden you start seeing the themes and patterns, and you can start seeing more of your journey, because we don't look back enough to go, hang on a minute,
we look
I
back
did all this
and
stuff.
look at the bad stuff. We've got
Also-
this brain of looking at negative stuff.
Yeah, you've got to try and, once again, if you pick what you want to focus on, if you want to find the bad stuff, you can find the bad stuff. You can find the bad stuff in nature. If you want to find the good stuff, that's going to benefit you in a better way, and you'll find so much good stuff. I know a lot of people do gratitude journals before they go to bed for that exact reason, and there's a lot of science to say that helps so goddamn much, which is amazing.
Yeah. Perfect. So hopefully there's some good feedback and some ideas of what to do and how to do it.
Gratitude journal, vision boards, and scrapbooking.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. And doing book as well, because that's really good. Okay, so I want to hold on. Why do we fail?
Why do we fail? Okay.
This is going to make you laugh.
Got
okay. There is actually a quitter's day.
Is it really?
It is known that you start your New Year's resolution January the 1st, but the second Friday in January is quitter's day. Can't do it. Nah, too
I
hard.
can believe that. I can believe that. I can see why, actually.
And there is, and there was a thing about the gym stampede, where everyone rushes to the gym.
Yeah.
And by January the 15th, the only people that are in the gym are the people that started in December.
Yeah.
So
That doesn't surprise me at all.
And it is literally, within 80% of people will abandon it by February.
That is correct. Of all New Year's resolutions, 80% of people will not carry them on.
Yeah, they're too hard. It wasn't what they wanted. You know, maybe they changed their mind.
I think it's more, once again, going cold turkey with it. I think it is literally just gone from nothing to trying to overdo it. Rather than create it as a habit and create it as part of your life and part of your identity, that's where I think people felt is they don't do it properly.
Yeah, and it's like lack of motivation, a lack of strategy, unrealistic goals.
Well, things you just said the word motivation.
Yeah.
Motivation's a lie. You only get motivated after you do the thing.
Yeah.
Motivation is a fascinating one because you actually get more motivated. A great tip, and I love this, is if you could break it to 2-minute steps. If I want to go for a run and I don't feel like running, I'm not motivated at all. If I say to myself, just put your running clothes on, just put your shoes on.
But that's what happened
It
on
changes
Boxing Day, because I didn't know if I wanted to do it on my own, going that cold water.
That's correct.
It was freezing Boxing Day, shall I say,
Yeah.
and I was on my own. But what I said to myself was, I'll just put the clothes on.
You put the clothes on. Oh,
Do you know what?
clothes on. Let's have a look. See.
You know, I could just walk past. It's a nice
See if you
little
found- yeah,
walk,
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was just doing those little steps.
If you break things into smaller steps, you then have less excuses, and it makes the thing a lot more manageable. But then again, if you say to me, build a rocket ship, I don't know how to build a rocket ship, but if you said, step 1, just put these 2 parts together. Okay, I can put these 2 parts together. Well, that's like putting this part together, and then you start building
and
upon
then your
there.
imagination,
And all of a sudden you build a rocket ship.
going, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just about starting. Once you start, many runners do it's just go, I'll go for a 5-minute run. If I do 5 minutes, happy days.
Yeah, so just do a little bit.
After 5 minutes, they do end up doing a 10K. it's like, oh, okay, well,
Do you
now I'm
know what,
running, now I'm running.
that happened to me. I haven't run in absolute years. And then I only did the 5K because you were doing Silverstone half marathon.
That's right, yeah.
And I thought, while I'm there, nice middle is really quite nice, really.
Yeah.
So we started it, and I thought, I'll do a little bit of running. Gotta look like it's good, just starting off.
Yeah.
And I did a little running.
Yeah.
And I carried on. And it ended up running the 5K.
That's right. See?
My knee was buggered though, but do you know what? My consultant was not hurt.
But it started off the mindset of, well, let's go support David. Oh, while we're there, we might as well.
Do you see what I mean?
That's how things start.
And this is it. Instead of going, right, I'm doing it, just ease yourself in. When you get into a new car, you don't just put your foot down. No. You play with the knobs, you play with the little clicky little bits.
Yeah.
The stereo's working, get comfy.
You just drive a little bit. Oh, it's the small steps. If you can break things down to small steps, and if you want to go to the gym and you don't feel motivated, just put your gym clothes on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to put my gym clothes on. Well, now I've got my gym clothes on. The gym's only a minute away. Let's quickly pop down. If I go through the door, and I think that's the hardest,
the biggest thing, isn't it?
There is
a big woo.
There is a phrase in the gym world I found out, and I love this. And it's basically the hardest exercise you can do at the gym. The biggest weight is the front door. And I love that one because it's like...
Oh, I know, he's pushing that front door. He's heavy, really heavy.
But once you're in...
Especially if he doesn't have a glass and you can't see what's going on, you're creeping in.
But it is that idea, a mindset of like, if you can get past the front door, boom. Because that's the hardest way. And that's the biggest struggle and obstacle. And I think that's a really nice phrase. I like that one.
I like that one.
The gym bro's got something right. It's good.
So we're going to do a little bit of practical. Okay, something to really now we're going to settle down into the energy because of everything we're probably giving everyone overload. It's too much to think about. So I'm just going to go through a little practice with you all. And we're going to then, at the end of it, we're going to go straight into a beautiful song by Natasha Bedingford, which is called Unwritten. And then when we come back, we're going to speak to Sam.
Fantastic.
Who's sitting here quietly. Sitting there smiling. Say hi, Sam. Hi. She's going to be talking to her about her new role.
Very cool.
Her new
I'm very excited to hear about it.
Her New Year's resolution. So we're going to have her in.
Yeah.
So
very good.
So if you want to do this, you have maybe breathe and relax.
Got it.
Right. Okay. So first of all, I want you to close your eyes and take a breath that goes all the way down to your feet. I want you to imagine you're standing on a train platform. It's a beautiful, quiet station at twilight. This is the station between 2025 and 2026. Next to you on the ground is a suitcase. The suitcase contains the weight of your last 12 months. Inside are the things that didn't go as planned. The words you wish you said, or the ones you wish you hadn't. The disappointments, the fatigue, the should-haves. Now feel how heavy the suitcase is. Now I want you to do something really brave. In your mind, I want you to step away from it. Just one step. You aren't throwing it away with anger. You're simply acknowledging that you've carried it far enough. You're thanking it for the lessons it's held. And you're leaving it on the platform. It doesn't belong on the train. You're about to board. Now look down at your hands. They are empty now. And because they are empty, someone, call it the universe, call it a higher self, place a single small seed into your palm. This seed isn't a to-do list, it's a feeling. If your 2026 could be defined by one feeling, maybe it'd be ease, boldness, belongings or peace, what would that feel like in your body? Don't think about how to get it, just feel the vibration of it in your hand. Imagine tucking that seed into your pocket right over your heart. This is your North Star for the coming year. When the world gets loud in January, you just have to touch that pocket and remember, this is who I am becoming. Now take one deep breath. Open your eyes. You're lighter than you were 5 minutes ago. So let's keep that energy going. And we're going to play the song.
So it's having an issue.
And we're back. We're back in the studio, and we are with the gorgeous, lovable, smiling. Well, she looks a bit. Welcome, Sam, to the studio.
Thank you so much. Lovely to be here.
Oh, what do you think of our little studio?
It's cosy, isn't it? I like it.
It's nice, isn't it?
It is.
Found your way?
Did all easy.
That's because I've got great instructions.
Yeah, I'm glad you got good instructions. Turn left. Done. Go down that road, turn left. That's pretty much what you instructions.
And you can't go any further because you're going to end up in a field. So welcome. So you have got a new vision for this year.
Yes. Taking over the running of Canterbury Spiritualist Church. So onwards and upwards. Hoping to build the congregation, bring new people in.
Perfect. So how long have you been at the church?
As in taking over or as in been going?
As a congregation in the church.
I first went there back in 2011.
Wow, so
So-
you've been there a long time.
Yeah, that's where I met my husband.
Oh,
Got married
that's
there.
nice.
That's sweet.
David, do you want to go?
Oh, I'm up for a jolly day. That's fine, don't worry.
You might find your future wife. So you've been going for...
For quite some time now, yes. Did have a break to have children. But yeah, back there now and onwards and upwards.
So what made you take on this? It is a huge responsibility. It really is.
It is, yes, uphill slog in lots of ways. But I didn't want the church to be closed down. The old
Was it
president,
going to
Linda,
close then?
there were a few people that wanted to take it over. Linda wanted someone that she felt was right for the place.
Yes.
So, yeah, it was a case of, let's do it, Gelvin. You know, his mum used to go there a lot. It's a big thing in his family. So,
Oh, so you inherited the whole family.
yeah.
As well as church family, as well as your own family.
Yes, yes. It's been a big thing in the Chittenden side of things. So,
Wow.
yeah, definitely.
So, what made you? Did you think about it? Did you sort of go, oh?
Yeah, a bit
Yes, yes, of course I'll do
It's-
it. Oh, God,
yeah.
I'm going to get myself out of this one.
Yeah,
That's what I would do.
Yeah. Do we go for it? Is it the right thing for us? But I think the deciding factor was I want the church to keep going. I want it to be there for the people, the congregation that's there now, and the congregation that's yet to come. So yeah,
There's good reasoning behind it then.
And did you,
Yeah.
I know this is going to sound kind of strange, but over the years of being in a congregation, did you ever thought, I could do this?
No.
Or, oh, no, no.
no,
You know, sometimes you go, yeah, well,
I could do it
I
better.
could do
yeah.
better. That's what I just
no,
said.
that was never the thought for me.
No?
My mother-in-law Pauline, she turned around and said, "I will have you up on the rostrum," and I was like, "Don't talk silly." And she's had the last laugh because here I am up on the rostrum, albeit from the other side of the spectrum.
Wow.
But yeah, here I am doing it. So, yes.
Gosh, so you never once come across going, I'll be up there.
No, I used to like going to the congregation part. I used to like sitting in a circle, but the idea of ever going up on rostrum was a big no.
And what is the...
The rostrum?
Yes, what is it? Because a lot of people, do you know what it is?
I don't know. I don't know anything much about
You might
spiritual
hear
churches.
it termed as platform, lots of different ways of terming it.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, to be up there, giving
So
people
like on the
readings.
stands, shall
Yes.
we say, like the priest would stand on the
Yeah.
hall or whatever he's the vestry. Is it the vestry?
Basically, standing up and running the service, basically.
Yeah.
You know, if the Dummy's Guide for me, like that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
he's the what's that book called?
The Dummy's Guide.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
I'm the nosy one. Okay.
I'll admit I don't know much about spiritual churches at all, so
So which is what we're going to dive into.
Yeah.
And has you been going for
Quite some time now.
over 10 years?
Yeah.
15 years? 15 years I would say, wouldn't you? So are you a healer, a medium? What is your role before?
Mainly just as congregation, I could sort
Really?
of read tarot, yeah. But just enjoying going and listening to the mediums, that sort of thing. Having that community feel. That is one of the big things for me.
Wow.
So just going and talking to like-minded people.
Yes,
It's finding your
And I
tribe.
think that is,
Yeah.
it's really important, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
To connect with people
Yeah.
that all believe in the same thing.
Yes.
So is that why you
absolutely.
first went to the church? Was trying to find that, or
To be honest with you, I kept having my great-granddad keep talking to me.
okay?
Passed
Wait,
over.
live? Oh, in right,
Yeah.
okay, in spirit, yeah.
And it kept telling me, just go. And I'm like, I don't know, is this for me? And was very unsure about it because I'd never been to anything quite like that. So I just sort of bit the bullet and went and thoroughly enjoyed myself. Joined the circle, became one of the congregation, and from there on, yeah, it just developed, and I love the place. I think it's such a beautiful energy, everything about it. It's relaxing, and sometimes with everyday slog you don't feel that, do you?
No,
It's,
it's true.
like you say, that suitcase, that can build up quickly in some scenarios. So yeah, for me, just to go to the church, sit down, enjoy myself, talk to like-minded people, that's what I find relaxing.
Wow. And when I saw you on Sunday, I must admit it was the first time I've visited your church, and you invited me.
Yes.
And I think that's the nicest part, is being invited to something,
It
isn't
means you
it?
feel included. Yeah.
Yeah, and I came along on that Sunday, and you were chairing.
Yes.
And what does chairing mean?
Basically, you sit up there, you run the service alongside the medium, and
Make sure it all runs smoothly.
Smoothly.
Smoothly, absolutely. And had you chaired before?
No, that was my first time chairing.
Oh my goodness.
So
First
first
time
time at
in-
the deep end.
First time with everything.
So you've not even. Sounds like you haven't even practiced beforehand. Like usually you train for a role in most
No.
situations. It sounds like you've kind of been given this opportunity. And it's learning on the job then.
Yes, on my feet as we go, and that's very much how it is at the moment.
That must be quite exciting though.
It is very exciting, a bit daunting, and unnerving. But then when you sit up there, you feel the energies.
When you're in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just go for it. So yeah.
Oh, fair.
Not everything went perfectly smooth as I wanted it to, but that's part of life. At the end of the day, we're human beings, and that's what makes it a bit more personal.
Yeah.
It's part of the journey at that point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And trusting.
Yeah.
That's really hard, isn't it? It's trusting.
Yeah. Mm.
Because you probably, I presume, that people, in my experience, when I used to run a service in church, not a spiritualist church, but a Church of England, is people do not want change.
That's one of the big things, yeah.
People like it as it is.
Yes.
And there was a thing that I was taught, if you want to move a piano in church, have you heard this?
No.
Okay, if you want to move something in church or a piano, you have to move it 1 centimetre every day. Then they will not notice the change.
Love it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you go, it's always been there.
Yes.
No, I'm sure it used to be over. No, it's always been here. And I think that's the lesson is it's always been there, and the lesson is your belief and your trust in the church.
Absolutely.
Not, oh well, we normally have candles here and we normally have a pretty picture there, is it?
It's really creatures of habit.
Do you know what I
I mean,
mean?
yeah, it's-
You keep in the core. of
Yes.
it. So, can you explain that what's the difference with your church, meaning being a spiritual church? So I put it out there to a lot of people that are confused by it. What is a spiritual church is, and one of them, and that was Deborah, said, I'm not sure if I've been there. I might have done. Do you know what I mean? People get confused because they go to a church
Yes.
and not understanding what kind of church it is. You know, they've either been invited or they're going to christening, and then you just go.
What is the type of church, and what type of church is yours, and what does that mean and different to other churches? Basically, to cut the mustard. Yeah.
We're very similar to your COV sort of churches that way round, where we do have hymns, all the prayers.
Yeah.
Very similar, but we also have a medium come up and demonstrate mediumship, so people can get messages from loved ones. So yes, it's very similar to your normal COV.
But you have the medium as like a massive twist, like we also have this.
Yes.
I know it sounds bad, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's quite cool.
Yes, we get a demonstration, so people get that taster. They get, if you're lucky enough to get a loved one message, and then we also have a clairvoyance evening on different evenings where it is just sit down and have the medium work for the night. And so more people can get a message.
It's a lot more focused on the mediumship side of everything.
Yeah. So it's more of, shall I say, evidence of life after death.
Yes, absolutely.
So as Church of England is, you die, you go to heaven, you're with God through the following of Jesus, and with Catholics as well, and many other religions, they're following something. But with spiritualism, it's about, we do not die.
Yes.
We carry on living in a different sort of form. So the medium is it is demonstrating.
Yes.
And giving you that life.
Gives you proof.
The proof, yes. Yeah. The proof, you know.
Yeah.
Which is what makes it slightly different.
Yeah.
And if you don't get a message, because obviously I do platform and I've worked in churches before, is even if you don't get the message, the direct message, you still get the love and the feeling of the church, and you're sharing that personal moment when someone gets that.
It's a power
message.
of community.
Do you know what I mean? When someone gets that message, it's like, oh, what a blessing.
Yes, absolutely.
Isn't that lovely? But do you feel, as years have gone by, you know, because you've obviously been a long time, that we've lost that? Like we demand it. You thought, where's my message?
Yes.
Not being rude, but do you know what I mean? Some people don't see it as that.
Need, a lot of people also have this strong need. They go in there for their message, and sometimes that message won't come through. They're not ready. You know, there's lots of different things that can stop that. But they do feel very much, I want it now sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I think the nice thing is, if you come to the church on a regular basis, you will get your message. You will get all of that, but not just the message from your loved ones. You get to build friendships up. You get to have that love and support from a different community than perhaps you would do if you went to somewhere else. You know, they're very much like-minded people.
It's a lot more community based, rather than like going to a show and it's a lot more community based. Of actually, you gain a lot more than just
the message. Yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing how much of the community side is such a big part of it for you. That's really important.
And what is the actual setup? So, like, let's run David, okay? He's been really, really brave and he's opened the door. Not to the gym this time, to a church.
Yeah.
Okay, what is he going to expect? Can you run us through, you know?
If you come, it's a nice warm welcome to begin with. That's what we like to put over to people, that everyone is welcome.
We get a nice friendly hello when we come in.
Yeah, absolutely. So you come in, sit down, enjoy and the energies, the feel of the place. You can chat to people before and after the service, that sort of thing, and then have the service itself, and hopefully just feel calmed and part of it, all that sort of thing.
So will there be singing?
There are hymns.
Do you like singing? Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful singing voice.
So there'll be lots, you know.
We have hymns,
you know,
prayers, that sort of thing. The demonstration from the medium.
Yeah. And what is this address?
Address is where the medium
dresses up.
No, the medium will give the opening prayer, the address, and say what they feel is important about spiritualism, about whatever scenarios they feel. So yeah, and it
like
just,
an inspirational
Yeah.
talk.
yeah,
Okay.
So that's another message that can come through when you're in church as well.
Yes.
Is you'll probably get that guidance and message through the address or the talk.
You'll get
The
the story.
inspiration
You get the
talk.
story that gives you a bit of guidance.
Yes.
You know that you probably didn't expect. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. After the service, we have refreshments, raffles. So it's that community feel where you can sit down, you can talk, you can ask
Put
questions,
people together.
and just to bring in people together side of things. Absolutely.
Wow.
Very good.
That sounds lovely. So what is your now it's your little baby, shall we say? Ooh, very scary. It
Yeah.
probably is. Do you have a vision? What,
Yes.
let's do this. Say this same time next year.
At the same time next year, I would like for people to be coming more regularly. I would like the congregation to grow in size. I would like to have healing circles. So just to bring it back a little bit more, because some people do look at churches and go, "Oh, it's not for me."
Yeah.
You know, it's stuffy. It's all, and it does have that reputation. Churches. And I want to sort of bring people out a bit more, and there are more things that you can get from the church than just, oh, it's boring, it's stuffy.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot more to be had if you can be a little bit more open-minded perhaps, and just enjoy what you're going there for. And if hymns aren't your thing, then yeah, it can be, but sometimes put a little bit to a side and go, yeah, I didn't particularly like that part, but look at everything else.
What would you say is your biggest challenge this year for the church?
Ooh, good
Oh, I
question.
know. I'm sorry about that, but
I would like people to bring me ideas, different things
There
that
we
they
go.
want for
Yeah.
the church. What would they want from the church? Different ideas that we can then build upon to make the church flourish,
Yeah.
to make the church thrive.
to bring it back to modern times, shall we
Yes.
say? 'Cause,
Yes.
it can suit some people, like we said.
Yes.
The piano doesn't. We don't want to move the piano. We don't want to
Absolutely.
change. But
Some people want an electric guitar.
That's
I
it.
was going to say, how do you feel? Now, I've been interviewing a few people, and one of them he said, how do you feel about having a live band or a guitar?
I
Or
love live music. So yes, all that side of things for me would be absolutely beautiful. When my mother-in-law was alive, polling during 11/11 and not 11 November, War
Oh, yeah.
Memorial.
Yeah.
Brain's gone numb.
okay,
You get that,
yeah.
mate.
But she used to have a piper come in, and we would have a service.
Piper.
The bagpipes,
Oh, love it.
and
Oh, God, can you imagine that?
yeah,
That'd be kinda
it
cool.
was absolutely beautiful.
Oh, do you know
Remembrance
his
Day,
number?
all of-
Can you bring him in?
Oh no, I've lost track of him. So that is again something that we want.
So-
Remembrance Day is very important to a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. And so to have that piper there and to have that energy, it was just electric. And so for me, live music, all
So,
that sort of thing.
so what you're looking for is either something like a band or
It's part of it,
somebody that would like to practice,
Absolutely.
and you'll give them the platform to do that,
Yes.
to bring that energy up. So anyone that like maybe a singer or band or something,
Yeah.
or someone just with a guitar
Yeah, absolutely.
to bring that audience in to keep it a bit
Yes.
more alive.
You want people involved in There's
That's it.
there's 2 points I want to make. Is one, you want to recreate that feeling from what you got from that service.
Yes.
There's the bagpipes. You want to create that feeling for other people from the sound of it,
Yeah, absolutely.
and you also want people to be involved. You want bear with me because the wording's going to be a bit squiffy here, but you want it to be the church of the people, if that makes sense. When
Yes.
people are involved
It is,
and
when I
have
say
that.
our church, it is the congregation, it's the community's church.
I love how you put that, our church.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
It
I do
isn't
too.
my church, you know, it doesn't belong to me. I am there serving it for the people. And so I want the people to feel that they can come there, that they can have that time and just enjoy what they feel there. And, you know, if they've got any ideas, then brilliant, bring them to me and we'll see what we can implement.
The more they forgive you, the more you can create the experience for them, as
Yes.
well as, okay, yeah.
How somebody also put that it needs to, what someone said to me was, it feels like you have to be an old person, okay? Okay, like children, marriage, or things like that. So what about the children between the ages of 18 and 30? How would you get the message across to the younger children that
It's there for them? It really is there for them, and that's what I would like them to come to me with, ideas that they would encourage them to come forward. Different experiences that they would like. You know, are there any workshops that we could put on? Any different
would you,
things?
sorry, because it's come through with this person saying, would you be willing to do an 18 to 30 church service, especially just for them?
It's an idea. I have never thought of it myself.
Because a lot of people do not want, you know, my daughter doesn't want to go to the pub with me. You choose what I mean?
Yeah,
you know, people don't want to
service
because
for
they're going to
younger
feel
people.
judged, because, you know, they don't want to be, you know, what you're younger, we don't want to be judged, we're not like you, we're not experienced, we don't know how to pray, we don't know how to do this. So we don't want to be, we want to be in our own community.
You always want to be around people your own age.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So have you thought maybe like,
To be honest with you, I hadn't thought of that. This is
well,
what I
there
mean.
we are here.
It's coming forward. It's brilliant.
Because it's something that has been brought up when I talk to people, that the churches, some churches have, but the spiritual church seem to be stuck still doing their own same thing, but bringing the vibrant children in.
No, absolutely. And these are all different ideas that I want people to put forward.
Okay.
Like I say, without putting these ideas forward, I can't think of everything myself.
No,
you know, so I want
so you're
people
open, which is
Yeah,
great.
I
You're
want
not coming in going,
suggestions.
right, here we go.
Yeah,
This
no,
is my change.
Yeah,
You're
no,
listening.
This is our changes. This is what we would like the church to do for us. So it is very much, from my point of view, an our thing. So if you come to me with suggestions and ideas, great. Let's have a look at them. Let's see what we can implement. Let's see how we can move the church forward with the times, as well as keeping the older congregation
Well,
happy.
we still have to have it.
And including the
maybe
younger
a separate
congregation.
service, maybe a different time or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's more about flexibility, and I think that's the biggest thing you're saying, is you're flexible
Yeah,
and making
absolutely.
the experience that caters for everyone.
Yeah, and
Or-
non-judgmental. You know, I think that's why a big thing nowadays. Or like you say, some people don't know how to pray. Well, you know, if you don't know how to pray, come and learn. You know, there's no judgment.
Yeah.
You don't know the Lord's Prayer or whatever. If you don't know, you'll pick it up and you'll learn.
So it'd be very good to teach mindfulness, you know, and about, you know, the mental health and things like that.
That's
you
to
know,
me is very
children
important. Mental health. You know, for people to come, to not feel judged, to not feel that pressure of, well, I've got to do this and I've got to be like this and I've got to look like that. No, you haven't. You just come and you
But
enjoy.
that's what.
If you've got questions, you ask them. I'm not going to go, oh, well, why don't you know that?
Yeah.
You know, at the end
So
of the
we're
day,
trying to break barriers
Yeah.
for other people to come. You know, not
Yes.
just younger, but you know.
absolutely.
And so will you be sort of marketing, or how are you going to try and push that vision? Or is that, are you looking for some people to help you?
Yeah,
Like
no,
maybe
absolutely.
some marketing that we can, you know, people that are
Yeah.
listening, or coaches or something. You know, this is a platform for us to help you to find,
No, absolutely.
you know.
Yes, mental health for me is a very big thing. I want people, if you're feeling low, you don't have to be a spiritualist. You can come to the church, and if you want to sit down and just have a chat with different people, you know, if you're feeling all screwed up, and just come and relax. That's what I want. It's not just about spiritualism. It is about the community, about the people. And that to me is at the forefront of everything.
Yeah.
The people and how they are. I don't want someone sitting at home on their own, regardless of age, regardless of gender, whatever. I want them to be able to come to church and just sit down and enjoy themselves, let go of all the burdens and the heaviness, and just feel happy, uplifted.
So like an open morning,
Yes,
or a little coffee
definitely.
morning, or you
Yeah.
know, and then hopefully marketing more
Yes.
to Canterbury, because like it's a big city, isn't it? as
Yeah.
well?
It is, yeah.
How you stand out more by doing the changes. And maybe if anyone wants to come out to help you, maybe
Yeah, come forward.
marketing, social media, websites, or giving you some workshops and things. What do you think, David?
Yeah.
Either way, I think the more thing is that's over time with what you're saying, but it just sounds like you've got a good vision and journey ahead that you'd like, you got a good vision. I like that. So that's kind of cool, That's a good thing to hear. Yeah.
What is still going to be your word for the church?
Oh, love.
Love!
Love.
Perfect!
For me.
That's our little foundation of love.
Yes.
So, if you've got any more questions, David?
I'm trying to think of ones.
Because you don't really know much about.
That's the thing. I don't know very much about the churches. I think I'm trying to think of questions.
So, certain churches like the Church of England have a big team behind them.
Yes.
You've got the Archbishop of Canterbury.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Is it come under an organisation
No.
or a structure like the SNU? Because that's quite big.
Yeah, no, we're not part of the SNU. We are a church on its own. We don't have any government funding backing. So it is through the donations on the free will collection on a Sunday service.
To keep the
keep
running.
the maintenance of the church. And that's very much what we rely on, people's generosity.
So raising some funds is quite important to keep the church going.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Some fun things to do.
Fundraising days, yeah.
Oh,
That sort of thing. So,
how exciting!
yes, lots of challenges coming up.
Oh, any questions from you?
I
will
don't have
carry
any questions.
on.
I'm not going to lie. I think you kind of sold it in terms of it's just. I think the biggest thing here, it sounds like, and I think you might agree, is it's got to experience it, come in, experience it, and then.
Yes, definitely.
That's the only biggest thing. I think that's what I've gathered from all of it is you've got to experience it to understand it in a weird way.
Yeah, absolutely. Just come in, clairvoyance evening, Sunday service, whatever suits you best. If you don't like the hymn side of things and the churchy side of things that way, come and enjoy the
there'll be other
clairvoyance
opportunities.
evening. You still get to meet people, you still get to have that chat, and it's learning and just being part of something. I think is important.
So this week for some the New Year's resolution, try something new.
Yes.
Why not come along? When is your next what is clairvoyance? Because it's very confusing. Do you know what clairvoyance is?
I don't know where it is. You've picked up a new word there.
Again, we have a medium come and they connect with families. Sometimes they can use cards, they can use lots of different things, psychometry. But it's just to connect with your loved ones.
Some messages. So it's an evening full of messages, nothing heavy. So it's not like the church, like the divine service, which is prayers and singing.
The divine
you could just sit there and listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And enjoy. On what day is that on?
We have a clairvoyance evening on the first Monday of the month, and then on the third Wednesday of the month we have another clairvoyance evening.
Lovely. And what about the other services? What have we got?
It's Sunday service every Sunday, and like I say, trying to bring back circles, healing, different workshops to go on.
Oh, exciting.
So for people that are interested, in the next 7 days, what have you actually got coming up? Because you said about the Sunday.
Yeah, we've got Sunday service.
Yeah.
I'm on there.
Beautiful Tracy.
Yeah.
Ah! She sounds so good.
So you've got the Sunday service at what time?
6:30 p.m.
Perfect.
And then we will have the following Sunday, who is it? Janet Bone.
Okay.
Oh, I love Janet.
Bone. Yeah, she'll be there. And then we have got on the 2nd at 7:30 for the clairvoyance evening, we have Nicola Harwood coming.
Wow.
And that's Sundays at 6 o'clock.
6:30 for a Sunday.
I like to arrive early.
He likes to get his cup of tea.
That's it, chat time. Yeah, we are open from 6 o'clock on a Sunday. we're open from 7 o'clock on a clairvoyance evening, but the services start at 6:30 on a Sunday and 7:30 on a clairvoyance evening.
And how do you know, is it, you said about those certain dates, you know, is there like a schedule on the website at all?
We have a Facebook page, we have 2 at the moment, and everything's put on there as
Everything's
the
on the
services
Facebook.
are coming up.
So Canterbury Spiritualist Church.
Yeah.
If you go on Facebook, you will find it.
Yes,
Got ya.
definitely.
We're going to get you a website.
We sort of say easy, it takes minutes. Fine.
So, and I will be there on Sunday.
You will.
I will be. I'm not, no pressure. I've got this vision. I've got this thing I've got to do about love.
Well, thing is, I might come and watch. You know, so now you got my judging eyes.
Yeah, so hopefully, let's get the followers. Come on, listeners, you
No,
know.
I want the feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
She's open, so
Yeah.
if everyone wants to come with me on Sunday, I will hug you. I hug everybody, and I will like introduce you to Sam and your husband Calvin.
That's great.
They're a beautiful family, and just try it. Give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. You might get a message from me, but you might get some guidance in the address, or
That is it.
you might meet your future wife or partner.
Absolutely.
There's a hint there again.
Okay.
You have definitely learnt the lesson of subtle hints, haven't you? That aren't very subtle.
And at your church, what do you think of arranged marriages?
Arrange it. If it's suiting the mum, I agree with
Do spirit do arranged marriages? Because I think it's a very good idea. So, thank you, Sam. I'm going to do a
Thank
quick
you.
reading on your photos, but I'm going to just break it up quickly. Have we got time for a quick song?
We can have a quick song, yeah.
Which one have we got?
You've got 8 minutes to show left.
Well,
Which one?
put that one.
That one?
Yeah, and I'm
Three.
going to get your photographs, sweetie. We're going to play, I don't know. You was your mum that brought the photo in, or is it you? Mum, okay. So I feel as I connect directly to the photograph that I feel like people are still grieving for this gentleman. I feel there's a huge loss, a hole within their heart. I feel with this gentleman that there's a lot of sadness come through as well. And I feel that I do not feel like he's been in spirit long.
16 years.
A long time? Okay, that's fine. You can talk. Okay, I feel with him that a really good-hearted, loving man, and I feel that he brought warmth and energy
Yes.
to people's lives. And I feel that was he a medium too?
No.
Okay, because I feel there is a spiritual connection with this gentleman, and I feel that he had a strong connection to spirits. That's what I feel with him, and I feel that he was guided or was guided a lot through spirit. I feel that either he was a leader or leaded something in his role.
Yes, matriarch in lots of ways.
Yeah.
If you,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Lovely. I get with him that I feel like he fell ill quite suddenly.
It came on quick. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel that I want to say there wasn't time to say goodbye.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah. He wanted more time.
Yes, he did.
And I feel that either he bargained with him because that's what he's like, you know, please give me more time, I need to do this, this and this. And I feel that either before passing he was unable to speak or express himself.
Yeah,
Because he's showing me he can speak. That's what I feel with him. And I feel that either trapped in his own mind. Do you understand that? So either he was sleeping or wasn't being able to express how he feels. I also feel with him that hugs is a main thing with him. He's a huggable person, and he would hug another, and he's very welcoming as well, but good morals as well. He stood for that. He's also talking about playing ball or balls with somebody.
We'd play football with my brothers, yeah.
Okay, so balls, okay. The message comes through is that you've always had the power, he's saying to you. Okay. You've always had the power. You are now actually stepping forward, as you always used to be the one in the background.
Yes.
Yeah. So now we are pushing you and he's guiding you, and he has a lot of belief in you as well. You're not that shy little girl anymore.
No.
Okay, and he's also saying, Ivy, did you play with your hair? I feel like playing with your hair when you were
Plait it a
younger.
lot.
Yeah, that you now need to be unravelled and show your true beauty. So he's very much around you and your mum, and I feel that she needs a lot more strength. I feel that she's missing him even more. So there is either an anniversary coming up for him.
July.
Not far, but coming up. But I feel she needs to be guided too. I feel like she's either lost in something or she doesn't know how to pull through. Does that make sense? You know, okay. But he's given her a lot more healing. I feel she needs a lot of healing and a lot of love and help through things as well. And I want to give you, which is very relevant, is a box of chocolates.
Right, yeah.
You know, you open a box of chocolates and you don't know what you're going to get, but it's
Yeah.
very similar with him because he would go for the. I keep seeing him getting the nutty ones.
Nutty ones, yeah.
Yeah, he likes
Yeah.
a nutty
He's a
one.
nut,
So you're
yeah.
right because you can have your strawberry one
Yeah.
and he'll have his nutty one. But I do feel family is very important to him, and I see lots of celebrations, and I feel like either when family got together, he'll either make a speech or like you stood up and go,
Yeah.
we're here together, or you know,
Yeah.
because he just wanted to be that leader, and to I feel with him saying that he stood strong and confident, but he knew what he wanted for best for his family,
Yes.
and
absolutely.
sometimes it could have been a quite a high expectation.
Yes.
You know, I've got to reach that, you know,
Yes.
and it wasn't because he wanted to reach it, he just saw the potential.
Yeah.
So I feel he's coming through a lot stronger, and you're going to hear a lot more of him coming through, and Mum as well, where he's going to be guiding you more.
Yes.
Because I feel like, in a nice way, you needed to kick up that.
Backside.
Exactly, and this is your time to shine, because I feel that your confidence has either gone down or. Why am I getting, sorry, this is quite funny, but why am I getting a vibrating chair with you?
Don't know.
I feel like either you're tense or in pain and we need
Yes.
to loosen up,
Yeah.
or he
Massage chair.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like he wants to tickle you to get you to smile again.
Yeah.
He was a very huggable, tickleable person, and I also feel he was quite cheeky and played jokes on you.
Oh yeah. It was a minx. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is what he's going to do. He's going to put little bits in to be his little cheekiness as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
and I also feel that I don't know why, but do you understand that he opened his eyes for the final time?
His eyes were flickering. He was trying to communicate.
He wanted to open his eyes for that last time,
Yes.
to one look at you all and to say that
Yeah.
you know he loves you, and you know, and he's going to do that now. I feel that this is the opportunity live on radio. He would have loved this.
Oh
wouldn't he?
yeah.
Oh, I'd love to be on radio. He's like, finally, I'm on radio. So he has actually, you know, as we said, it takes a while to get what we want, and we can even get it on when we're in spirit.
Yeah.
Seems so, yeah.
Yeah.
What a little 70 now.
Yeah. So I want to also feel like his mum's in spirit as well.
Yes.
But I want to blow kisses to you.
Yes.
And I want to see, and I think it's for him, save all my kisses for you.
Yes. Bless.
You love that.
Yes.
That's the song for you, for him and your nan or grandma, that save all my kisses for you. Because I feel this is your moment.
Thank
Tonight, Matthew, Sam is now going to be... I don't know what your role is in the church, but you're going to be... But I'm saving all your love and all your kisses for you. And hopefully
you.
these words will give you the inspiration for 2026.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you.
And we're going to go for the last song, which you have chosen, well, Mum's chosen, shall we say.
Yes.
Perfect Moments.
Perfect moments. Yeah, got it. Magic moments.
And have we got a few words to say before we go?
What have we got to say?
Okay, so I just want to say, before I leave you, I want to offer you a blessing for the path ahead.
Thank you.
May you be brave enough to give up the life you plan so you can welcome the life that is waiting for you. May you find the patience to trust the seeds you planted tonight, even on the days when the ground looks bare. And above all, may you remember that you are not a project to be fixed, but a masterpiece in your progress. When you wake up tomorrow, don't look for what's wrong, look what's for possible. The light is already changing and the year is already turning. And you, my dear friend, you are ready. Thank you for sharing your time and your spirit with us tonight. From all of us here on Faversham Radio, have a safe, beautiful day and a happy 2026.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're very welcome. And we'll see you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday.
6:30.
6:30.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, you're blessing. Thank you.
How was it?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
You liked it?
Yeah, no.
I had to squeeze it in for you. I know it's a bit short, but
No, that's it. It was